Good morning to you all. Had a good day yesterday. I had 2 deliveries from eBay, both, in my opinion, unusual telephones. The first one we're going to show you now is the one we're looking at, and while I got it upside down, put down what's got on the label. This is manufactured in 1986 by a company called Kapsch. Now, I did show earlier a telephone by this same company, one of their older versions. This is a modern one. Let me turn it back over. As I said before, it's moments like this you wish you had 2 pairs of hands, or 3 pairs of hands rather. I've got to put that wire back. And let's turn this round so we can see what we're looking at. I've got to refit that white wire that's come out. These are on these horrible spade type terminals, which I personally don't like. I'd much rather see a screwed down terminal, but these haven't got that. Now, a little bit of history. Kapsch, or rather Johann Kapsch, was from Slovenia, and he started this company up in 1892, a long time ago. Now, the company set their business up in an area of Vienna called Neubau. Whether I've pronounced it right, I don't know. But it's Neubau, district of Vienna. The company, as far as I know, is still family run, and they were right from the start involved in the early days of telephony, and supplied the then post office and the railways and other institutions in Austria to do with telephones. They've now obviously branched out much further. I understand they're in every continent throughout the world, where they do various systems to do with telephony, but bang up to date. On motorways, on trains, you name it, they actually do it. So yeah, it is quite a big company. So it was nice to get one of their phones. Anyhow, end of history. Let's show you what we've got here. There's very little in the way of a diagram. What I do have it in there, which is rolled up. I don't know if I can show it to you because it plops up every time I put it down to shave. It doesn't really tell you anything. It's various numbers and things. It does, I know, tell you on this first page, if I can open it out without it clipping back in. There's the connection. That top one is the connection to the dial, the handset, and this one there, which I don't think is on this telephone, well I know it's not, looks like there was one of their versions which had an amplified hearing, so you could increase the sound. But that's all we'll do on that. It's a bit complicated. Anyhow, we got there all the contacts. When I got this, there was no lead to connect it up, but I found one and put it in. And they use the designation of A and B. There's your A and there's your B. And I was able to solder on 2 new wires. So it's now got a lead under there which goes off to the plug. The bell is unusual, circular type of bell. Obviously the works under the gong. This is very similar to, I believe I've seen on one of the Japanese phones. It all works. I've tried it out. It does all work. Anti-side tone induction coil. Various capacitors, Helenite discs. All in all, it's a well-made phone. It's got REP86. When I looked at it on there, I think it was the same date. So it's obviously in the 80s. So fairly modern. I say fairly modern. It doesn't go back donkey's years. Anyway, let me show you the dial. Now, typical of the Kapsch dial. There we are. That is a dial you would find on the Kapsch phones. And it's the same type of dial that I've got on my older Kapsch. Just 3 wires to it. Your springs. So you get the... Which one is it? Is that the one, or is it that one there? There we are. I'll be able to show you what they are. Here. There your off normal springs, and there's your pulsing springs. And the regulations I've obviously done inside there, so it's quite a well thought out dial, and which is not, as far as I know, typical of any other make of dial. You've got some writing on there as well. Put it round the right way so that makes it easier. Where is it? Can't see it now. Oh, there we are. And the white wire has come adrift. This is one of the reasons I don't like these type of contacts. That goes back on number 10, and which tells you on the little diagram, number 10 is one of the white wire on the dial. So it's quite well laid out. The little bit of mystery, I think, there is the button. I don't know what that's for. To me, it's not just an earthing button. All the wires go back onto the board, and I think this would have been used on the version which has an amplifier inside. How it works, I don't know. Whether you'd hold this down. I've tried it, holding it down, it doesn't do anything. And there's obviously no ways an amplifier could be made out of any of the components on the board. So that is a little bit of a mystery. Rather flimsy. There's your cradle springs here. It is, as I say, to my opinion, very flimsy. It obviously does the job, and if it's not hard treated, you know, knocked about and that, it would probably last many years. But that's the phone. Let me show you the handset. I won't take the handset to pieces. There's your modern looking handset. Most unlike the one used on the earlier Kapsch. And I say, this turned up from a very good seller on eBay, an English seller, and this, to my mind, keep your eyes open, you will find the odd bargain turns up. And this turned up, it only just been put out on eBay, and I noticed, I thought, oh yes, we'll have that. It was a sensible price, good seller, well packed, and as I say, it arrived yesterday, and that is more or less all I've got to say about it. There's your case. Very easy to take the case on and off. No awkward fixings like the 706, which is in some cases bloody awkward taking the case off. Anything as the screw holes are not in brass, they're just a self-tapping screw which goes into the plastic. It's plastic as opposed to Bakelite. It's a well-made case, nicely shaped. You've got your area there for the phone number. It's had a little bit of wear, so you know it's seen a bit of wear. I always look down there to the side where the receivers have rubbed against the plastic, and you can see there has been a bit of plastic, but it was a bit of rubbing, but it's okay. The bell also, by the way, is adjustable. I won't turn it upside down again, but there's a little adjuster there, so the bell can be made loud or low. As I say, I fitted the lead in because that wasn't there. I don't know why it was missing, but it was. But not to worry. We put there and use the BT type lid with this part there locked in, so it makes it strain proof. That is more or less it. Once again, thanks for putting up with me. Recapping, phone by Kapsch, Johann Kapsch. His family run business, which incidentally some of the things the firm does now is these on the motorway, information off the gantries into the cabs of vehicles for charging various things. So yeah, they are quite a modern firm. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. I'll show you something a little bit different on my next video, and that would have been the other phone. I say phone in inverted commas. It's an item I don't know much about, so I'm asking anyone out there can help me with this. Anyhow, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks again for watching, and we will definitely pop this up on YouTube. Thank you.